And he was there supporting us as we got started, and it's so thrilling to be able to share as things take off. Let's welcome Mr. Peter Bowers.
Old. In case you didn't notice. It was interesting to hear Rick talk about footage because, as it happens, I participated in the All England Frottage Championships in 1953. I wasn't a competitor, I was just a ball boy. So anyway, I'm getting on, ladies and gentlemen. Much to my surprise, earlier this year I turned 81. And the only reason I tell you that is, as far as I'm concerned, 81, shit just got real. So I looked in the mirror in the restroom just now and I thought, hot mess. God, please. I was born in England a long time ago, just before World War II, and I was born in a maternity hospital. And in those days, the maternity hospitals in England were called nursing homes. Now, if I tell anybody now that I was born in a nursing home, they're going to say, oh, your mother must have been a real cougar, right? Anyway, I'm all right, you know, my check engine light hasn't gone on yet. Look after myself a bit. I had this colonoscopy recently. I'm not going to go into the details of that. It's where they take this thing that's got a camera on the end and they stick it up your bum, you know, or where it used to be. And, and that thing they use, it's just like the ultimate selfie stick. Only more flexible. And you don't have to smile or anything, because it don't show, not while they're taking their pictures. I said to the guy afterwards, I said, I suppose it'd be about 2 weeks before I get the results. He said, oh no, he said, we'll have the whole of your intestines on Facebook in about 20 minutes. So it is these days, isn't it? Yeah. I try to keep as fit as I can. I got this Fitbit here, tells you how far you've walked every day. I got the senior citizen model of that, tells you how far you've walked, how many times you forgot where you was bloody walking to in the first place. My doctor, my PCP, is very big on exercise. He said to me, do you bicycle, he said. I didn't quite hear what he said. I thought he said, are you bisexual? So of course I said yes. Well, I thought bisexual, twice a year. That's about right. Christmas and birthday. Hers. And then he said, well, I hope you wear protection on your head. I thought, oh my God, I've been doing something wrong all these years. Just quick as a flash, I just said, well, I tried stretching the condoms that far, doctor, but normally I just slip into my feet first like everybody else. Silly little joke it was recent, isn't it? Yeah. I don't really tell any sex jokes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm too old for that. The jokes, that is. No, not the sex. I'm happy to say the family jewels are still functioning all right. Mind you, the lead paint is starting to chip off a bit. You know? And imported, etc., etc. Been chewed on a lot. And anyway, matter of fact, about 12 years ago now, for the first time in my life, 12 years ago, I finally started to act my age about sex. That's when I turned 69. Luckily, I can still bend around that far without getting one of me dizzy spells. So that's nice. Do you ever think, I was thinking that if we lived in ancient Rome, that 69 would be LXIX. Think about that one. That'd be an interesting foursome, wouldn't it? Especially if the gentleman was wearing those Centurion helmets with the points on top. Anyway, old and dirty. Well, I won't do anything more dirty. You know. That's how I roll, you know. Nothing organic about my stuff. It's all been genetically modified by the time it comes out of this mouth. Just hashtag bloody vulgar. Really. Yeah. I'm having a good time tonight. You having a good time? My wife doesn't know what I am. No, she thinks I'm at the senior centre. So I just go over there. I told her I'd go over there for a bit and sit around and snort a few lines, you know, of Metamucil. A better way of getting shit-faced than that. And she's very nice. She's a lot younger than me, my wife. When I first met her, I think she was looking for a sugar daddy. So I waited till we were married before I told her I was diabetic. She said no. She said, don't worry about it, she said. Because as long as you're not gluten intolerant, you can still be the breadwinner. Yes, I tell you. I'll tell you what happened a couple of nights ago, and it's an example of why it's nice to have a wife that's a bit younger. We're sitting watching TV, true story, and the cable went out, you know. And then those two worst words in the English language flashed through my mind. Call Comcast. Call Comcast. You know what? You're laughing. You know what Call Comcast means? Takes years off your life. I can't afford years taken off mine, can I? So I got my wife to call. I thought she had more chance of survival. So she got it sorted out. But it's really awful having to deal with Comcast. It's awful. It's almost as bad as if as those people, if they took their blindfolds off, those people who are in that program Bird Box, right? It's quite an up-to-date little set, isn't it? Yeah, quite up-to-date. It's quite modern, yes. Where was I? Oh, I was talking about my wife. My wife is very proud of her heritage, her national heritage. She says, I'm 1/2 Welsh, 1/2 Irish, and 1/2 Scottish. And I know it adds up to more than one, but they're pretty small countries, aren't they? And she's a fairly big woman. No, she's not. Oh, I shouldn't have said that because she's sitting down there. She's going to kill me. She's going to kill me later. It's not going to be a happy new year around our house, I'll tell you that. It's easy to tell I'm English, isn't it? Judi Dench haircut, right? Maggie Smith neck. Short sleeve sweater vest, that's very Anglo, isn't it? It's quite Masterpiece Theatre, actually. You wear this without a shirt on, it's called a Republican wife beater. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell any political jokes. I'm not supposed to. Being an immigrant, no. I'd have the bloody ice coming in the door there. No, I wouldn't, would I? It's Somerville. It's a sanctuary city, I'd be fine. Till I drove across Brookline on the way home, and then get me, wouldn't they? What can I say? I've still got a lot of my British traits. Very crooked teeth. That's why there was never any good British vampires. I don't know whether you knew that. You get bitten by a British vamp, you don't get two nice little nicks in the side of your neck. You get one in the side of your neck, one in the middle of your bloody back. It's true. You can't see it, but the inside of my mouth, miniature Stonehenge. Really, really. Summer solstice, people come from all over the world to get a glimpse of the sunrise over my premolars. I'll tell you that. It was the war, in World War II, that buggered up the teeth of people of my generation because there was no dental care back then. No dental insurance. I mean, if you was going to get blown to bits by a German bomb, nobody's going to look up and say, oh, lucky you had Delta Dental. It worked like that. I was about, I was about 2 or 3 years old, 4 years old, I think, during the bad bombing in World War II, and I had this little imaginary friend called Jimmy. Nasty little kid he was. Didn't know I was going to get rid of him. And then, as luck would have it, he got killed in an air raid. So, people always expect me to tell jokes about the British Royals. They're doing pretty well, they've been pretty quiet recently. I'll tell you one thing I keep seeing is that the press keep calling Prince William's wife Kate Middleton. And she hasn't been Kate Middleton for 8 years or something like that, right? If I was, I'd be really pissed off. I'd say, you got all that trouble to marry the second heir to the British throne, and I'd want to stamp my royal foot and say, I'm not Kate Middleton. I'm Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of fucking Cambridge, for Christ's sake, don't you forget it. Really, it's true, isn't it? I'll tell you the one I feel sorry for with the British was Prince Charles. Him and Camilla. What an ugly pair. His ears, her teeth. Two very good reasons for doing stem cell research, right there. I got to get out of here in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Time flies. Tempus fugit, as they say, that's Latin. I learned the Latin from my English private school that I went to. We had a classical education. Latin, Greek, algebra, geometry, and sodomy. I was pretty good at the first four. But that last one was a real bummer. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the evening.
That shows you how I work with the new young comedians. How I mentor them. Before I started working with Peter, he was not even old.